might interest you to know that I put God last. And it become a topic of debate. The vision is for who? Vision is for who? For who? I didn't say for when, I said for who? Vision is for people, right? So you have to recognize that fact first. If you have a vision, vision is not for you, it is for people. But you may be the vision carrier, you may be the person that is bringing that vision. Remember our Lord Jesus Christ. The vision that God sent him to earth was to what? To save and reconcile man back to God, right? Was it for you? Jesus, even while on earth, was God, right? So the vision was not necessarily for him, but his vision was to reconcile man to God. God is there. God is a constant, always there, always there, always there. When you get up with whatever vision you believe God gave you, I recognize the people that that vision is for. God is there to support you all the way. I want that quote on the screen, please. You don't need money to start and build a multi-billion naira business, but you need yourself, you need people, and you need God. The moment you get up and recognize what you are supposed to be doing and who you are supposed to be doing it for, God prosper. He wants his children to prosper. So, like I was saying yesterday, people have recognized that fact. Recognize that fact from the beginning. That if we can create a business that will bless people, that will help people achieve what we were even looking for, we will achieve it ourselves, right? Zigziglar says, you can get everything you want if you help enough other people get what they want. If I want to make 100 million naira this week, what I'll begin to think about is how many PBOs want to make money. If I can find them and show them and they make money, I will make money. Simple. So, she's a lawyer and is in real estate business. If you know what my friend many years ago, and Philo used to take me into a shop and buy me provisions. She would buy my cream, she would buy she would buy me things because I was very broke. I didn't have money. She would make fun of me. Look at her, carrying books up and down, always broke. And you should know what to join us in real estate. I wasn't interested in real estate then. So she was like a friend or like a boyfriend. She used to buy things for me. Then when I had this dream, I saw myself in Philo's office. I brought a table and I was pushing her table with the table. And I was telling her, move your table. I want to put my table. I want to start real estate. And she laughed in the dream. She said, oh, OJ, you've decided to join us in real estate. I said, just shift your table and let me put my own. And I woke up. And as most people do, when they have a dream, when they just suddenly have something just in them, I shared with my husband in the morning, and then shared with the pastor in charge of the church where we were squatting in the morning. Dr. Linus, Mrs. Tara, at that point in time, we were squatting in the church. Before P1 began, we had lived in 13 places in 2.5 years. We're moving from one place to the other. So I shared with my husband and we went out to go and look for somewhere we are going to put our table. Remember, that's what I saw in the dream. So we went to Belaina Plaza. There's a plaza in Majek area, Abidjan, called Belaina Plaza. We went there, we were just going from one shop to the other to see somebody that would be friendly enough for us to ask to let us put our table. I couldn't approach Philo. Philo is a big woman. So how do I go to Philo's office and tell her to give me space to put my table? But I just felt if we can get a space, we can start. We didn't have the courage to approach anybody, you know. But anyway, we registered P1. Remember I told you I had a business called Learning World Africa. So this is World Africa network. We tried to register Property World, we couldn't. So we did the acronym PWAN. Registered it, 10,000 naira remaining to pay, and we couldn't get the 10,000. It took us 1 year to collect that certificate. We didn't collect that certificate until 2011. But sometime in 2011, towards the end of the year, my pastor, may God keep blessing him, wherever he is, saw me in church one day, and he grabbed my hand, and he said, woman of God, I heard you and your husband don't have a place to stay. And I said, yes, sir. We're trying to see if we can raise 300,000 naira to rent a place. And I was embarrassed. I wanted to just get out. You know, 12 years ago is not so long. I was already a mature woman. And I'm looking for 300,000. So I just wanted to get away from him. He held my hand and said, go and meet Pastor Peter and tell him, Pastor Philip said he should give us 300,000. But I didn't have the courage again, or rather I was embarrassed to go asking him for money. It is not my way. And I want to say it shouldn't be anybody's way. Now you have a woman like me, you know a woman like me. Instead of coming to ask me to dash you 100K or so, bring a business proposal to me. Think of what you can do, what you can use to add value. What can be beneficial to everybody. Bring it. Do a research on it. Do it properly and come. Sit down and look at it. So when you go to a big man and you're telling him to give you 50,000, 100,000, what are you going to do with it? So I didn't go to Pastor Peter for that. But I remember there was somebody I told you people about yesterday. Who remembers the person? Who can remember? Eh? No? I told you about somebody that is my brother's friend. Yesterday. I remember Debbie. Debbie had brought a survey proposal to us many years ago when my younger sister came back from the US. And with only 1.5, 150,000, not even 1.5, they were going to do a survey. And I said to Pastor Peter that we can do a survey together. Then you will get this and so quantity of land. And we will also be compensated both in cash and some plots of land if you can invest so amount of money. So I didn't ask him to give us 300,000, but I took a business proposal to him. And Mr. Peter, that it sounds okay, but he can't afford the whole amount alone. So this time I went to my sister and the husband, and I asked them if they can take the other half. And I approached them, they said no. But when I now came and proposed, so you must have a solution. So even as you are marketing, and you tell a client about a property, and he's giving you find a solution for him. A lot of us market because we want to make commission. So we will budget the client to do, but you can find it, you can find out what he really, what can make him. I remember a lady called Funkeke that used to market with us. One of Funke's strategy was that she celebrates her customers so much. Birthday, she will land. The child's birthday, she will land. Let me tell you something. You do that kind of thing, they birthday cake all the way from Lagos and go to Ibadan with her team. And she would just to go and give birthday cake to somebody. So they kept buying and buying and buying for her. And people that know how to talk say she was doing juju. But there was no juju. It was just those things, you know. Funke came to my house one day with her team people. And as she entered, she knelt down. And then one of her team members, I think Kemi was he said, you are still standing in front of her. Come on, kneel down. You know, so she knew how to get into people. It may not be the same thing for you, maybe another way. But you must find your way. You know, so when Pastor Peter said he could not afford the whole amount, what did he tell me? He's willing to do it, but he doesn't have the whole money. So what did I do? I went looking for somebody that would bring the other part of the money. And we did that job. Pastor Peter, the first money that entered the P1 account was Pastor Peter's money. 834,000. Hi, child, that day then. 834,000. We transferred 800,000 to the surveyor that was going to do the work, but we had 34,000. The other man also brought, my in-law brought 834,000. So we now had 168,000. After transferring 1.6 million to the man that was going to do the survey work. We had 68,000. We bought a torchlight phone, 2, red and blue. So my husband and I now have a working tool. That's another thing again. If your first commission is not for you to go and buy a dress or buy a pair of shoes, it is for you to work. I will tell you what we did with the remaining money out of that 68,000. I wish I had the flyer. With that remaining money, we printed our first flyer. I wish I can find that flyer. Maybe before we leave here today, I'll get Bridget. She'll start me here. Please, Dr. Koko, call Bridget for me. Tell her to send out that our first flyer. I've been looking for it. I couldn't find it on my phone. If you see, it's very funny. But let me tell you something. It doesn't matter how a presentation looks. What matters is that you get started. Are you hearing me? Because the truth is that in the beginning, you don't even know whether that one, in fact, you have to rejoice in that one. Because that's what you know. Get started. So with the remaining money from after buying the torchlight phone, we used 15,000 naira to print flyers. We didn't have any property of our own. We had approached somebody, which is exactly what P1 is doing for a whole lot of people today. By early next year, several affiliate companies will be set up. All you need is working tools. You have the land. Who is the sacrificial lamb? You. So long as you have the stick, the wood, and you have the fire, you are good to go. Whether you're wearing one dress or one pair of shoes, continue to wear that one dress and one pair of shoes. Before you know it, money will start rolling in for you to buy, to even buy from other people. So we printed flyers. We collected those flyers on Easter Monday of 2012. And early in the morning the next day, my husband went out early in the morning to share the flyers, and I sat down without my torchlight phone to receive calls. Because those days that you're handing out flyers, people are calling. You know, that first flyer that I created is a study. Everybody here should go, and I'll post it on the forum very soon, and everybody here can go and study it. We showed people how you can make money in that flyer. Today, PBOs don't want clients to know how they can make money. I wrote it at the back of the flyer that even if you don't have money to buy, you can use time to make money. Everybody has 24 hours. So at the back of the flyer, you can buy, at the same time, you can make money. and it didn't stop people from buying. In fact, the families that bought the first land we sold, I think the woman will be in the house today. Mrs. Aguga, are you here? Mrs. Aguga? Okay, she's here. See how about it? She and the husband bought the very first. Afam, you may not remember, but first land we sold. But they didn't have much compared to the owner of the land. Remember I said we were marketing for somebody. So they were a little bit scared, this couple. You know? So I still remember Mr. Aguga that very first day. They came for inspection. In Sammy's place. I still remember the way she was looking at us. You know, but they bought. They bought 10 plots of land.
Wow.
They paid, and we made commission of 360,000 naira. We made commission. If you go to, if I print the first Q1 account, you see the 360. It was paid to that account. Oh, wow, that day we rejoiced. So what have we achieved? We are looking for 300,000 naira to start, right? Now we paid 360,000 and we have a business running, right? So the starting point, according to Napoleon Hill of all achievements is what? I've said it several times in our classes. What is that? Desire. Desire. You must desire change. A plan in place to help. So there must be things that must be in place. So there must be things that must be in place. I'm not telling you to go real estate through at all. That we gather in people gather in beer palace, gather everywhere and they're cracking jokes. But he developed it into a business. That's why we brought it. He developed it into a business. He made it professional. He made it something that brings him before kings. So that's what God Repro is talking about. It is not telling you, we're all real estate people now. What else is anybody going to tell us about real estate? But we're not talking about real estate. So please get that. We're not talking about, we are saying, whatever you are doing, make it professional. Tara took the makeup industry. That people make them, and we used to rub the stick then, everybody. Before she started, everybody used to rub the stick and put items. But she took that same thing and turned it into something that so many people are doing today. There's a lady who used to make me up. I called her recently. If you see what she charged me, but unfortunately she was not even in town. She said she went for an outside job. But now she's coming, this is her new fee. Makeup, and we used to rub powder. They are tangerine. And put it in. You can find out what a tangerine is. So our parents always did makeup. But tangerine is that one that you have in a bottle. You put the details and rub on your eye. That's what our parents did. You understand? She took industry. She created a new industry out of an existing thing. So that's what we mean by Go Real Pro. Dr. Maria of blessed memory, Susan Oyamade, they brought in the network marketing business into Nigeria and made it something really, really desirable. With network marketing, we are not saying we are the best, but we're saying we're a better way. We're not saying that it's only through network marketing we make money, but we're saying